First, I'm going to put a pump or two of this foaming cleanser into the bottom of this. I'm gonna get just a little bit on my brush. And then I always make sure and let my client know that I'm going to be putting it on their lashes before, so I don't startle them. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just gonna gently brush down and to the side and just really get the root of those lashes, since that's where we're going to be attaching the adhesive. This is gonna cleanse all the oil and debris off so that we have a nice clean slate for our set. Once I've got it nice and sudsed up, I'm going to tilt her head to the side like this. I have my water nozzle here, and I'm gonna put the towel right at the base of her eye so that all the water is dripping off into the towel and not getting on her. Again, I'm gonna warn her before I put the water on, just so that she knows, and I always tell them to close their eyes nice and tight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just gonna put quite a bit of water there, and always brush over to the side into the towel. Just make sure you brush it out, and then I'll readjust her and do the other side. The first thing I do always after I cleanse is I put down their eyepads. When I put on their eyepads, I'm gonna have her look straight up to the sky. I don't have her look back toward me. That can make the eyepads adjust kind of weird when she closes her eyes. So I just have her look straight up, and then I go in at like a 90-degree angle, come under the lashes like this, and kind of stretch the iPad out as I'm placing it down. I make sure it's nice and adhered. And then I'm using the Pro Tape. I like it because it's nice and soft, really good for anyone that has like sensitive eyes. And I am going to come in, again, I kind of come in at a 90-degree angle, and then I roll down. That way I know exactly where the top of that tape is gonna lie. Now her lashes kind of point down at the edge of her lash line. So when I have someone like that, I'm gonna hold my tape at the end and just grab her lid and pull it upward so that I'm not pulling any of those top lashes into that bottom lash line. And then I'll place down. Okay, close for me. After she's closed, you can see that the iPad is just a little bit higher. So I always grab the edge of the iPad, I pull it out and down just the slightest bit, and that's gonna help so that the iPad isn't pressing into her lash line throughout the appointment. You always wanna make sure before you get started that they're nice and comfortable and that nothing is poking them or feeling weird at all. Otherwise, you'll have to deal with watering and things like that through your appointment. So I always go in with my mirror as well once she's closed, and I pull up on her upper lid, and I make sure that I can see her full waterline in that mirror. What that tells me is that the tape's not going to be pressing up into her eye at all, and she'll be nice and comfortable. Okay, so the next step is I want to prime her lashes. This just helps to get rid of any of the excess oil that may be on there. Really helpful for clients that have more oily skin. Their lashes will be a little bit oilier, so this is gonna strip that from there so that you can get a nice good bond. When I use my primer, I use 2 different micro swabs, and I'm only gonna use 1 drop. You really don't need much more than that, otherwise it's gonna pool up on their iPads. So I just take that 1 drop, put it through my micro swabs, and then I'm gonna go to the natural lash and just get the root of those lashes. I don't need to worry about bringing it up to the tip just because that's not where we're going to be adhering anything. And this is so we can get a good bond. So having it at the tip of the lash really isn't gonna do any good. Once you're done priming, you can, if it's still looking a little bit wet, you can take your fan and just fan it out. It shouldn't be too super wet, so it shouldn't take a long time with your fan. Just a few seconds is fine. When I go to map, I've already talked to my client beforehand, and we've gone through a few questions to decide what it is that she would like to have on her lash. So she's someone who doesn't wear a ton of mascara on the day-to-day. So I wanted to do something a little bit more natural. We're gonna do a hybrid set on her, which is a mix of volume fans and classic lashes. So she'll have both in there to keep it a little bit more natural looking. You'll notice she does have pretty long natural lashes. So I'm gonna start at an 11 and 12 as her longest length. That's on the longer end, but since she's already used to having that length in her natural lashes, I didn't want to take her too short and have it less than what she's already used to. I'm going to do a nice natural shape on her, nothing too crazy. So I always map out the very beginning of the lashes as well as the end. And then I always start with the bulk of my length. So I look at her brow, and I can see that it starts arching up right here. So I know that that's where I kind of want her length to start. So I mark here, and then I'm gonna mark again when it starts curving back down, and I'll mark here. So I know that from here to here, that's where I want my two longest lengths at. So I divide that in the middle, and I'll put my 11s here and my 12s here. From there, I can put in all of my smaller lengths. I just always put the longest ones there because they're kind of what makes the biggest difference in your shape. And I don't want to run out of room afterwards. So I want to bump down about 2 lengths on the end just to give that nice natural curve. So I'll put my 11s here, my 10s here. And then I'm gonna work my way all the way to a 7 on this end. So I'll do my 10, 9s, 8s, and 7. You'll notice I keep my 7 and 8 section a little bit smaller than the rest, just because unless you're doing like a dramatic cat eye or something like that, you don't want those lengths to pull too far into the lash line. And then I'll do the same on the other side. Just make sure that I have it nice and balanced. So with her natural lashes being a little bit more straight, and she has a bit of a more deep set eye, I chose an M curl for her lash curl so that it has some room to lift out and upwards. That's going to lift it past the crease of her eye, and it'll have a nice good attachment on those straighter lashes.